Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a moment to look around the leg, see if there's anything that looks a little off form. I can see right here in the leg, kind of looking a little flat here. So we'll go ahead and select it. Go ahead and right click, and let's go ahead and select our vertex. See if we can try to bring some form back here. Just move this up a little bit. Right here too. Try to help bring some of that form back to our character. Right here in the back of the leg, looks like I can improve this a little bit. Try to center this vertex here. So, just a little bit of quick adjustments here. And now we can see it's starting to look a little bit better. Yeah, we can thicken this leg a little bit later, but as far as like fixing that area, it looks a little better. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go back to our character's claws on the foot, or their toes. So we're gonna want to try to, before we edit it, let's go ahead and select both our toes here. And we'll go ahead and go to Mesh and Combine. Then after we do, let's go ahead and delete the history. That way when I go ahead and start editing from this side of the toes with my mirror, it will affect the other side as well. So that's what we want. Then let's go ahead and go to press the 3 key to get our smooth preview on, see how it looks, if we add more geometry later on. Now let's go ahead and try to match this shape here as best we can. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my edge. Let's see, I got my edge here. And I'm going to go ahead and press the B key to get this like fall off effect where okay, get this coloring. And what this does is while holding the B key down and clicking and dragging, I can actually increase the influence of that edge I selected. So you can see here, for example, you know, it's moving multiple edges while I have one selected. But if I increase the fall off, I can actually influence it more. And you might see me do this here and there. It's a cool little tool. So we'll go ahead and select this one here, go ahead and turn on just a little bit, using the B key, get that fall off effect, and start to actually increase this top part of the claw. Now we can get that cool shape here. I'm gonna go ahead and select the vertice and just make some slight adjustments to the claw now. So now it's starting to look a little bit similar to our reference as far as the shape. Got my face, select the back of the face here, just bring it in a little bit. Move it down just a little bit. Next thing I'm going to want to do is actually increase the size. So I want to go to my faces here, double click it. Select all the faces here. Then I'm going to go to my scale tool and just increase it. Then I'm going to move on to my move key over here. While having the faces selected, I'm just going to move it up a little bit. So you can start to see how we're starting to get this shape of our claw here. And don't worry about like this part. Well, we can still adjust this in a little bit. So we'll go ahead and take your time to adjust it. I'm going to go ahead and do it for these. Alrighty, looks like we got our claws roughly to where we want them for now, which is great. Now we can actually go back and focus on adjusting the toes in this area right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of my smooth preview to my normal view of the geometry by pressing the 1 key. I'm going to go ahead and go to quad draw again. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is, while holding the control key and hovering over this edge, I'm going to go ahead and add a loop to each of these toes here. So again, hover over your edge, either this one or this one, hold your control key, then you click. And what I'm doing here is actually go ahead and click your Q key or your selection to get out of that tool. But yeah, what I'm trying to achieve here is add a bit of this geometry here, so I can try to increase the size of this loop. And when I increase it, it's gonna give a little bit more of that width to this toe here. So I increase it with the scale tool, rotate it a little bit. I can tell from my reference this part isn't too big, which is okay. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and decrease the size. I'm gonna go ahead and drag, click and drag it so I can get all those faces there. Then I want to go ahead and decrease the size of it. Just trying my best to match the reference here. So this is starting to look a little bit better than it was before, where it's like just a sharp edge here and it just goes in. This gives it a little bit more of that thickness around it. And I'll go back and actually adjust my placement of the toe here. So this is looking a lot better than what it was not too long ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for the rest of them. So what I'm doing here is just continuing to take some time and editing each toe here, doing the same thing where I'm just resizing it, just checking my reference often, and as you can see here, I'm go ahead and changing the size of my claws from the toes, and just very little by little, just adjusting each part here, selecting the face or the edges. Sometimes switching to the soft selection when you press the B key. But yeah, you can see I'm continuing to adjust the leg based off my reference, and I do this for the entirety of the time I'm modeling this. And yeah, it can be a little tedious, but it's just something that has to be done. Just taking time. Yeah, you can see, I'm continuing to adjust those toes there. And, I'm kind of just basing off of what looks right as well. Just looking at references of different characters or creatures with their toes. If your reference doesn't show you that angle or view, definitely check reference as well. So yeah, I'm just going back and forth. Just a lot of repetition with between my views, going in, selecting edges, some vertices, and right here I'm actually going ahead and adding the back toe for my character, saving some time by just duplicating my existing toes and just deleting what I don't need. That way it's a lot easier and saves time for me. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and checking around, seeing what else just needs to be adjusted. Just just a lot of just trial and error here again, seeing what works. You know, it's a little difficult in that back toe, but I can definitely adjust that more whenever I come back and add more polygons to my model when we actually smooth it out later on, because we only have like the smooth preview here, so I'm a little bit limited to what I can actually model here and there. Now I'm, you know, taking some time to see how my model looks from the other side. I think I noticed that the toe wasn't mirroring correctly. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go to duplicate the model here. Just checking that I duplicated here. So sometimes your mirror tool doesn't exactly mirror things when you're modeling. It happens every now and then. I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate my model, delete half of it, and create a duplication of the half that wasn't deleted. Then I'm going to go ahead and actually flip it. You'll see in a moment. I'm going to flip the model, then remerge the vertices and combine the model as one, just to make sure that it's a completely symmetrical model again. You might not always need to do this, but sometimes when you're working on the symmetry on your model here, it happens sometimes. So you can see here, I'm actually going to go ahead and go to my scale X. I'm going to go to -1 to flip it. I'm just looking, everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and select both models. I want to go to mesh, and I want to go ahead and hit the combine. Right here, mesh, then combine. So it's one model. I want to go back in here and delete history. I'm going to go and delete that empty group on my outliner. I'm going to go ahead and select my model again. And you can see right there, those vertices aren't merged. Because, yeah, they need to be merged. That way the model looks normal again. Like that face looks smoother. So I'm going to go to mesh, edit mesh, and hit the merge button. And there, it merges the middle of my character's vertices together. And now it looks smooth again. So I'm going to go back and actually duplicate these claws again. That way everything's matching once more. Just double checking and making some adjustments to my toe. Just looking around, and looks like I'm about done for now. We'll see you next time.